Dirk from Sumo's Projects on YouTube and Instagram and also Facebook. Today I've got the brand new Pocket-Hole Jig 720 from Kreg Tools. This is the brand new release of pocket-hole joinery from the Kreg company. In the past I've had my trustworthy K4 which has done a great job, and I was looking to upgrade, so I believe the K5 was a little bit of a step up, and here today we have the whole new design pocket hole system. So let's open the box, see what's in the box, and give it a breakdown and see how it works.
So g'day and welcome to this unboxing, but go ahead and hit the subscribe button to the Carbotech video channel, and that's a good place to source all product reviews and great videos on how to do things, especially with the Kreg range of tools. So upon opening this box, we find we have a little bit of literature, the instruction manual, which is important. It's there's not a great deal to read in that, but it's basically the fundamental setup of this, which is good. We have the attachments here for the dust extraction, by the looks of it, and taking this beautiful looking jig out of the box here. It's quite a different type of pocket hole joinery system that probably is unique. You also get some sample screws, which is great, and a key, adjustment key for your collar, and also your stepped bit, which is the bit that drills down and creates a pocket hole. So first impressions, really smooth.
What we get in the box is this 720 pocket hole jig. It's a nice sturdy design. It has some new features which are great, but we'll put them into play a little bit later. There's a drill bit, a stepped drill bit. I'll show you that. Get some screws so to get you started, understand and learn a little bit about pocket hole joinery. We've got a dust attachment here, and also a sleeve. So depends on the size shop vac fitting you have, or whatever system you use. Hopefully it all comes together using these. Also there's a couple of number 2 Robertson square drive bits that you use to obviously drive in those pocket hole screws. So good to have all that on hand. Also got a sleeve or a collar here that goes onto our drill bit, our step drill bit. And within the packaging also we have a little Allen key which has some sort of indicator as far as how to set the size for the drill bit. As well as this, we have a plug cutter. This is a great little addition to the packaging. It's so once you drill your pocket hole screws, you obviously have a recess left, and visually it's normally behind the project, so it's out of eyesight. But occasionally you might need to fill that gap, and this is a little jig which helps you cut the plugs, glue them in, and you wouldn't even know anyone had been there driving screws in. So excellent. And also a micro pocket hole jig guide. So it's a smaller drill bit, and obviously for working with smaller or finer type materials in trickier circumstances. So what I'll do now, I'll bring the camera down and we can have a nice visual inspection of how this goes together, and then we'll put it to the test.
Some of the tools included are, you have a longer number 2 Robertson square drive bit, and also a shorter one. And at the back here you've got some storage facility, which is great. We have the step drill bit. This is the most important part of pocket hole joinery, and it stores there nicely as well. Now we have a key here that adjusts the grub screw on this collar, and that's a pretty decent thing to have. It's good how they put everything into the one sort of system. Now this is the dust port that just slides straight in, and this extra rubber boot can be placed upon that, and it all depends on what type of shop vacuum you have. Here are the wings that come out. Now, if you have a longer bit of stock that you wish to do multiple pocket holes in, this is balancing a longer piece, and it's pretty handy to have that as well. So there you go, look at this, that you just push the lever down and lock it, and that screw there that you're looking at, that's a pressure adjustment screw, so you can lighten it or tighten it up a little bit more. Fantastic. Out of the box it came practically set up. These are square drive or Robertson style screws, so you can only use these type of drivers to use for pocket hole joinery in general. Okay, so now I've got it set up. I'm going to give it a go, see how it works. So I'll get the camera in once again, and we'll demonstrate just how you set up your collar on the drill bit to meet the depth of the material that you're drilling into. It's really quite simple. Everything here is pretty sturdy, well presented, and the locking lever is working really well. I've just had to put a little bit of painter's tape on my on the dust connection, because my shop vac hose is probably of an odd size, so to make it fit, and it's in blue, so it still looks part of it. We'll slip that on there. Bring the camera in and let's discuss how we go about making our first pocket hole. You're setting up to get the correct dial in for the pocket hole jig. It's always good to get a measurement. So this is about 25mm plywood, and I'll show you just an added feature on this brand new system. This little wrench or key has a scale on it which determines the thickness of the material. So practically you have a few numbers here which you can now put this onto your bit, and this will indicate where that stop collar will be positioned in order to get the right size drilling depth on the pocket hole. So we take the key, and as you can see, we have the advantage of a system at the back where there's a scale on the back of the jig, or here on the drill there are a couple of positions as well, and they work in well with the positioning of the little wrench we have. So they're quite well highlighted. You put this sleeve on now, and it's got a little opening, a little drill out bit, and you can basically lock it into place on the measurement you've gotten with that key, and you're practically set to go. How good's that? So let's commence going about drilling a few pocket holes. What we're going to do is we plug in our attachment for hose, the dust extraction, pull out the two wings to support the piece, and then lock it down at a position. It's really that easy. We get our drill driver and put our step drill bit in and commence drilling. It's really that easy, because once you've set up the depth of cut according to the material thickness you're using or going to drive into, away you go. Now I'm using the longer of the two driver bits, and along with a little unique Kreg type pocket hole clamp, as you see here. I'm driving a few screws in, and this is attaching these two pieces at 90 degrees. Here's another example, locking down and driving these in to extend 2 bits of timber. So lots of uses for this, and I'll be showing you a few more as we go along.